This is Learning with Coach History. This is the second lesson in Africa, Northern Africa. Vocab, Carthage, Islam, and Ray. Carthage was one of the great cities of the ancient world. It was situated on a peninsula on the Gulf of Tunis, in what is now Tunisia. Because of its position on the Mediterranean, Carthage became an important trading and commercial force. North Africa includes Algeria, Egypt, Libya, Morocco, Sudan, and Tunisia. Egypt and the Nile Valley formed a cultural hearth. The Nile River made possible the existence of the great civilization of ancient Egypt. The river flooded at the same time every year. This provided the people with water and rich soil for their crops. Egyptians had been living in farming villages along the Nile River since 3300 BC. Each village followed its own customs and rituals. Around 3100 BC, a strong king united all of Egypt and established the first Egyptian dynasty. The history of ancient Egypt would span another 2600 years and around 30 dynasties. Egyptians pioneered the use of geometry in farming. They used it to set boundaries after the Nile's annual flood. Egyptian medicine was famous throughout the ancient world. They could set broken bones and treat wounds and fevers. North Africa lies close to Southwest Asia and across the Mediterranean Sea from Europe. As a result, it has been invaded and occupied many times by many people and empires from outside Africa. Greeks, Romans, Phoenicians, and Ottoman Turks all have invaded from Europe or Southwest Asia. Islam remains the biggest cultural and religious influence in North Africa. Islam is a religion based on the teachings of Muhammad. The Muslim invaders from Southwest Asia brought their language, culture, and religion to North Africa. Beginning in AD 632, the successors of Muhammad began to spread Islam through conquest. By the year 750, Muslims controlled all of North Africa and parts of Europe. The Muslims bound their territory together with a network of sea trading zones. They used the Mediterranean Sea and Indian Ocean to connect North Africa and Europe with Southwest Asia. Economics of oil. North Africa began with an economy based on agriculture. Then it developed an economy based on the growth of cash crops and on mining. The discovery of oil has started a new economic phase. Oil has transformed the economies of some North African countries. In Algeria, oil has surpassed farm products as the major export and source of revenue. Oil makes up about 99% of Libya's exports. Libya and Algeria supply the European Union with much of its oil and gas. Oil has helped the economies of these countries. However, Libya, for example, does not have enough skilled labor to carry out this work. Oil companies are forced to give jobs to foreign workers. Even with the oil industry, unemployment is still a problem. As a result, large numbers of North Africans have migrated to Europe in search of jobs. A culture of markets and of music. North African culture is a combination of Arabic people and traditional African ethnic groups. The food and music of the region reflects this diversity. Souks, S-O-U-K-S, or marketplaces are common features of life in North Africa. The country sock begins early in the morning. Tents are set up and filled with a variety of products. Storytellers, musicians, and fortune tellers entertain the crowds. A typical city sock is located in the Medina, or old section, of a North African town or city. The Medina has narrow, winding streets. In both the city and the country, souks are busy all day. They offer brightly colored clothes, spices, and a variety of foods. It is a place where you can eat traditional foods such as couscous, a kind of steamed grain. In a souk, shoppers must bargain for the right price. Algeria is home to Rai, R-A-I, which is a kind of music developed in the 1920s by poor urban children. Carefree and centered around topics of youths, Rai is a fast-paced music with danceable rhythms. It is played in discos. The changing roles of women. The role of women in North Africa has begun to change during the past several years. Traditional North African households are centered around the male. Men go out to work in offices or in the field. Few women hold jobs after they're married. Men and women generally eat and pray separately. Women are not allowed to pray in the local mosques. In Tunisia, having more than one wife at a time has been abolished. Once, only men could seek divorce, but now either spouse can. In addition, teenage girls can no longer be given away for marriage. Penalties for spousal abuse have been increased. Women have made gains outside the home, particularly in cities. Growing numbers have professional jobs. Women hold 20% of Tunisia's parliamentary seats, and women now manage a growing number of the businesses in Tunis, the capital of Tunisia.